Hey everyone, it's Kenji. I am in downtown Seattle right now. I'm walking to Sushi by Scratch. They started in LA. They have a few locations in other cities. One of them in Seattle. They opened the Seattle location, I think, last year. It's omakase only, so tasting menu only. $185. Let's see how it is. There's a lot of good sushi options in Seattle, so we'll see how this one compares, if I can find it, that is. Well, it's a Monday and I'm the only diner here. We'll see how it goes. Oyster with shio kombu, tomato foam. That tomato foam is very sweet. Bluefin tuna, nori, mustard ikura. Well, that is good. That nori shell is really crispy. Nice. Well, let's head over. Hello. Good, thank you.
My name is Andy. It's hamachi or yellowtail coming from Japan with sweet corn pudding on there, sourdough breadcrumbs borrowed from our sister restaurant, Pasta Bar down in LA.
Okay.
A bit of soy sauce and fresh wasabi.
All right.
Please enjoy.
Oishii.
Alright, ありがとうございます。You can speak in Japanese.
ちょっとだけ。
ちょっとだけ。
This is otoro or fatty on the belly coming from Spanish bluefin tuna. This time we placed thin slice of pineapple on there.
Okay.
Brown sugar, soy sauce, and fresh wasabi.
Okay.
Please enjoy. Suzuki or striped sea bass coming from Mexico.
Okay.
This time I finished it with orange infused fish sauce, Viking salt coming from France. It's got great smoky note to it.
Oh, yeah.
And lemon juice shifting out of Thai basil. I hope you enjoy.
Okay.
Sushi chef?
I worked a very long time ago at a sashimi bar in Boston.
Hotate or giant scallop coming from Hokkaido, Japan. This time I finished it with miso sancho butter and lightly torched it to melt the butter away.
Sancho butters?
Yes.
Okay.
And a little bit of black Hawaiian lava salt and deep fried celery roots.
Okay.
Please enjoy. Shima-aji, striped jack or trevally jack coming from southwestern coast of Japan. I finished it with fermented honeydew pepper jelly, Vietnamese style pickled carrots, citric dashi, lime zest, and barley salt. Please enjoy.
All right.
Madai or red sea bream, also coming from Japan. This time I finished it with sesame chili ponzu, lemon juice, barley salt, and some scallions.
All right. Thank you.
And this one up next is amaebi, sweet shrimp or spot prawns coming from Canada. First we take the head butter of the shrimp and the shell and make a sauce out of it, and then brulee that on top of the shrimp so we can give you the most of the flavor of the head and the body. And also added some lemon juice and miso garlic crumble or crumbs.
Okay.
I can put something.
Oh yeah, strong shrimp flavor. Oh.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like, like when you suck the heads, that kind of sweet, that sweet
that
flavor. Yeah, it's
flavor,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Sake or salmon. This has been zuke or marinated in soy for 2 days.
Okay.
And then we finish it with toasted sesame seeds, pickled red onions, and kizami wasabi, which is a chopped and pickled wasabi sticks.
I was almost expecting the onion to be too strong, but it's very mild. Yeah, it's mild and crunchy. Yeah, it's good.
Not here. Albacore, coming from Japan.
Okay.
First we rub a lot of garlic confit on it, and then wrap it with nigori sake soaked seaweed. That's the dark green you see on the outside.
Got it. So the seaweed's still on there.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
And then we dry age it for 2 days, sear it on open flame to lock in all the flavors. And from there, we top it off with ponzu, wasabi, and dehydrated Spanish yellow onions.
Wow. Okay.
Kampachi or king amberjack. This time we finish it with pickled radish and herb salad. That's
Okay.
a little mountain on there. Black Hawaiian lava salt and sweet potato crisps. Please enjoy.
Sweet potato crisps. What are the herbs here?
So herbs are tarragon, mint, cilantro.
Oh wow, yeah, the tarragon's surprising. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, huh? It's escolar, wild cut coming from South Korea. I cooked it with the flame using aburi style, meaning kiss with the flame, and then finished it with miso garlic paste, a little bit of jalapeno grapefruit using kosho.
Okay.
So instead of using yuzu and fermented Japanese pepper to make kosho out of, I use grapefruit juice and jalapeno.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And a little bit of lemon juice, barley salt, and scallions. I hope you enjoy.
Got it.
This one is my personal favorite.
Okay.
Called akami, the lineage part of Spanish bluefin tuna. First, we dry age it in house for 6 days to bring more umami quality out and to make the texture softer. And then not to overpower that flavor with anything else, we simply finish it with soy sauce, barley salt, and wasabi.
All right.
I'll be
Very classic.
This is A5 Wagyu coming from Hokkaido, Japan, with beef marbling scale rating of 12 out of 12, meaning it's the fattiest we could get.
Yeah.
Lightly touched it to bring the oil out first, and then hit it hard for my reaction. And then this one also simply finished it with soy, barley salt, and wasabi.
Right.
That's to have before Omaro cools down.
Okay.
Coming from Oregon veal, top it with soy sauce, barley salt, lemon juice, and wasabi.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, so it's just like a little bit of texture, but then it kind of melts. Yeah.
Right away,
Yeah, really nice.
Unagi is very coarse fish, so it will absorb all that bone marrow when I rendered it on top of it. After I sprinkle some matcha tea salt on there. And then I'll be finishing it with soy sauce, ponzu, barley salt, lemon juice, and anai mizu kosho. This time we use anai and pepper to make kosho out of.
Right. Usually the unagi's like sweet. This one's
Sweet,
much more
a lot of
savory.
sauce on there, yes.
Yeah. Very nice.
Hokkaido uni, and I'll be finishing it with ponzu, matcha tea salt, wasabi, and with a little bit of rice.
All right. Very pretty. Thank you. So the foie gras you prepared into a torchon first?
Yes.
Or?
Finished it with brulee brown sugar, black onion lava salt, and sourdough breadcrumbs.
Got it. So,
We cure it with Okinawan black sugar, some rum, lemon juice, orange juice, honey.
Inside the sesame shell bread cookies, then maku lime ice cream, and also like a white chocolate matcha shell, then like a toasted sesame seed.
okay.
Hot tea is very hot, so like a very bitter.
A pleasure.
All right, thank you. Domo arigato.
Alright, sounds like we had a good time in there.
Yeah, great time. Is this the way out? This way, right?
I still gotta close your
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Nice try though.
All right, so that was Sushi by Scratch. My overall impression, I had a great time. It was a unique experience being the only diner in a place like that, and having sort of the sole attention of two chefs working there, and the bartender working there. So that that was a fun experience for me. It did go by very fast, obviously, because they're only cooking for one person. So I think I was in there a total of like 45 minutes. I don't know how much money I spent. $5 a minute, something like that, eating in there. Overall experience was good. I'd like to see what it's like when it's a little bit more busy and there's a little bit more atmosphere, because to me it felt a little bit like it's stuck in the 2000s, both in terms of the decor and the atmosphere, as well as the menu, the idea of putting sort of wild toppings on top of sushi and sashimi. The toppings, I wouldn't say they were overpowering. I think everything was actually really nicely balanced. Like, they're clearly made by someone with a good palate. Everything was really subtle. Everything complemented the fish quite well. That said, my favorite pieces were the ones that had the simplest toppings, that had just sort of the traditional soy sauce, salt, a little bit of salt and wasabi, where you could really, really appreciate the quality of the fish, because the fish quality was all excellent. All the quality of ingredients, can't argue with that. If you're the kind of person who is into those sort of a little bit more wild flavors and are things that complement the fish but don't necessarily allow you to taste the fish in its most pure form, I think you'd enjoy this. I certainly enjoyed it. It was a nice change of pace from some of the other more traditional sushi spots in town. The chefs there were great. They knew what they were talking about. They knew how to sort of sell their thing. Some of the signature things were wonderful. I thought in particular the unagi, which seemed a little, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a little bit overwrought. Like, it's got all this stuff on it. They're pouring melted bone marrow over it. They're torching it, and then you eat it, and it actually works really well together. And it actually was all really nice and subtle. Of all the sort of more interesting ones, I would say the bone marrow sushi, and then the unagi with the bone marrow fat on it. Those were by far the most interesting things there that I tasted. And I've never had bone marrow in sushi before. I don't know if there's anywhere else that does it. It really worked nicely, though. You saw what I ate. If you think you're going to enjoy this kind of stuff, you would like it here. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals. See you later.